Today, I'm going to give you some tips on how you can pass your learner's permit for the written test on the first try. I was able to pass the first time with flying colors, and you can too. Hey everyone, welcome back to Miss Bunnie, and if you're new, welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about some tips that you can definitely do in order to pass your written test for your learner's permit on the first time. In my previous video, I kind of discussed what to expect when you take the written test for your learner's permit and what's it like taking it. And today I'm going to give you some more details on some tips you can do so you can pass on your first try. And the link to my previous video on what it's like taking a learner's permit is in the description below, so I would definitely go watch that as well. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to tell you to do is that you definitely want to read the book. They have these books all over the DMVs. You can go to any DMV office and get them. They're free. You don't have to pay for them. And I believe that they also have them online on their website. Make sure you select the state and you'll be able to get it in a PDF format, I believe. But definitely you want to get the book. I would really suggest, even if you think you might know the information, definitely review all of it. Actually read the book. It takes a little while to read it, but it's definitely a big part because it's just like taking an exam for school or whatever. You want to make sure that you study so that you can pass, and it's the same thing with this. You want to make sure that you read the book and remember all the information, or as most as you can retain of the information that's in the book. Because, of course, you know, the test is going to be all what's in that book, so you want to make sure that you study it as much as possible in order to pass. Here's another tip. I would totally suggest taking as many practice tests as you can. And there's a lot of websites online that give you practice tests where you can take, they're like written tests that are very similar to the ones that you will be taking or that you will take at the DMV. One of my favorite ones I'm going to put right here. And this one I found the most helpful. You can click on the link. I'll also have that link down below in the description. You'll select your state, and they have lots of tests there that you can take. And I will definitely tell you the honest truth that I took the tests on that website over and over and over again until I remembered every single one of them. And when I went to go take the test at the DMV, they were actually pretty much the exact same questions. So it's like I knew exactly what to expect on the test. There wasn't like any pop quiz questions on there. It was literally just exactly the ones that they have on that website. So I would totally, definitely recommend going to that website and doing it. That was like the most helpful thing, was that. Reading the book, but definitely going to that website and taking as many practice tests as you can over and over and over again. Now, when you do study and you take your practice test ahead of time, I would not suggest doing it a day before or 2 days before. I would suggest starting it at least 2 weeks before you know you're going to be having your appointment, because it is important. You don't want to keep coming back to the DMV taking the test, so you want to spend as much time as you possibly can learning about it. And I think it's good to learn little by little instead of doing it all at once, because you can retain more if you're not rushing yourself through something. So definitely take out time as much as you possibly can to go over it a little bit at a time so that you can remember the information, and so then when you take the test you will be able to remember and recall the information. And I would definitely suggest starting, you know, pretty good in advance. Don't start studying a day before. Do additional research. Go online, watch other people's videos on what it was like for them, and make sure when you do these videos, make sure it's for the one for your state, because if you're in California and you're watching one for another state, that's not going to work wherever you're at. It's not going to be exactly the same. Each one's a little bit different according to the states. So make sure that when you are watching these videos, that it is for your state. So when you do your research, make sure you put for the state that you're in. Yeah, go to the DMV website, do your research there, watch videos, take the practice test, do additional research, go to other websites, get as much information as you possibly can so then you can pass on your first time taking the written test at the DMV. Okay, so that's it for today. Those are my tips that were definitely very helpful and made taking the test so easy. It was not hard at all whatsoever, and I know you're going to find those really helpful too. So don't forget to watch the previous video. I have the link to the practice test down below as well. Definitely check that out. That's going to help you so much. All right, so please give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to see more videos, and I'll catch you next time. Bye, everyone.